What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another YWB banger. So I had a little technical difficulty with my audio. I don't know why it connected to my fucking headphones, but anyways, so this might be like the last video I would be recording until I get a new component for my PC. I'm getting a new power supply, upgrading it from a 400 to 550 watt, or I think 500 or something like that, and it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. I have an HP Pavilion that's pre-built, so there's a certain OEM fucking modules or whatever that it can really use. So eventually, I'm gonna upgrade my 500 watt to 650 so I can get a 4070 or whatnot. So, anyways, so we're gonna be doing the fourth installment to the series of running away from treatment. So, in the last episode we left off was would be like at the end of like the little kickback that I had. So if you guys don't remember, or if you're kind of new or just watching this, there's this character named Devin. We were at his place and we ran with this other character named Connor, right? We were in treatment, and I was there for like I think 6 months at the time, and I was so bored that I just wanted to leave. And I'm 17 at the time. All right. This was like 4 years ago. So, anyways, I'm not gonna really like talk too much about like the previous episode or to like catch up. So, fucking watch it. Anyways, let's just start right into this video or story, I should say. So the morning after the kickback, from what I remember, was kind of short-lived. We just woke up, made breakfast at Devin's place, and it was fairly early in the morning because we had to wait until I don't know exactly what the DoorDash dude was doing. I think he was just wanted to like get time before he picked us up or whatnot. So we were with Brittany, Devin, and Molly, right? The girl that I fingered. And we just all chill, smoke after eating, fucking wake and bake type of session. And eventually we do link up with the DoorDash guy. So he comes and he really just slides to pick me and Connor up because Brittany would convinced him into like fucking like just taking us for the day. And we don't really do too much crazy shit with the DoorDash dude. Like, all we really do is just, like, it's in his name. He was doing DoorDash at the time. So we just smoke all fucking afternoon and all noon, chill with this guy. Probably, like, I'd give it, like, maybe 5 hours or whatever, maybe less than that. But so from what I remember, we were just driving around, right? He had some like fucking old school swishers, the red packs, the OG ones or whatever. And I think a couple it was I think either the green ones or the purple ones, the grape ones or whatever. Forget what the green ones are. But and I do remember this dude had a really nice Mustang. It was like a 2012 GT Mustang, and I believe, yeah, it was a V6. It wasn't a V8, or it was a V6. It was an older model, right? And he didn't even let Connor, like, there's this one stop that he did at this mall, and he just left his car, like the Mustang, parked right in front of the entrance, and you were supposed to do that. So somebody was kind of like fucking honking. So Connor had like a quick idea. Because he was already in the passenger side, he just fucking hopped in the driver's side and parked that bitch. And like he came out, the DoorDash dude came out all confused and whatnot. But it was a pretty typical day, It wasn't really nothing crazy. We're just chilling with them, better than fucking walking around, right? All fucking day waiting for the homies to fucking get off, or Connor's homies, really, in this case. And I remember we do eventually go to his place after a while, and his parents were home, but the thing was he didn't live with his parents from what he said, because I do see him one time after this. Yeah, one time after this, after going to like Connor's his ex's house, which would be in the next story time, the next chapter or whatever episode. But we go to his place. We were just chilling and eating food and talking to his parents, Connor and I, and we are just like really on his couch. And I know that he lived with his girlfriend really because his parents do eventually leave, and that's what he explained, that they were just over for some bullshit. I don't really remember. But he had a really nice, like, fucking, what are they, like, townhouse or duplex, I guess, really? Because it was like this, yeah, it was like some sort of townhouse, actually. I'm pretty sure it was an HOA. It looked like a really nice area. And he was fairly young, so that's why I'm thinking like that DoorDash position was just some side job or whatever. I do remember he did say like he worked construction, actually, that I think about it. He worked at for some company. But anyways, though, so after all that shit, we eventually go to this car meet that I talked about in last episode. So it was Devin, Brittany, and Molly that were there. I remember, yeah, like Molly was by herself or like with a, yeah, she was with a friend actually. She had a friend, but the friend was in the car, so we didn't really see her when we pulled up there because obviously we're in a different car. And Brittany and Devin were there too. And yeah, they were just really talking to their people. Connor kind of was talking as well. I was really by myself or just with Connor talking to like Connor and like their group really. But we were there for like 30 to 45 minutes really. And eventually we leave with Molly, just Connor and I. And this is like, yeah, as you can see, like there was really nowhere to go, man. So we were just really gonna sleep in the car, and that's kind of like the ultimate fucking solution was to just stay in the car with them. They wanted to do like an all-nighter type of thing. So at first we just drove around like downtown Fargo around that area first, and then we stopped by like this park after dark. So it was like pretty dark. I'd give it like maybe 9, 10 o'clock, probably around there. It wasn't really late. We did go back to downtown Fargo again later on to like sleep there. And that was pretty short lived because after like maybe I think it was like 2 hours of sleeping because it was around like the or not afternoon but midnight time, I should say midnight time. We get like a knock and some fucking like security guard for like a nearby restaurant or whatnot just told us that we had to leave because it was trespassing or whatever. So we go back to that park that I mentioned was after dark, and we just like sit in the parking lot and then eventually go to bed. It was pretty uncomfortable because it was four of us. Connor was like more so behind, obviously, like the fucking back passenger side, but he was like really jammed in like that corner by the door. I just kind of I was facing like the opposite towards like the seats. I had my back really on Molly's seat. We weren't really cuddling, but we just kind of slept together. And eventually really towards like I don't exactly remember when we woke up, but it had to be like the fucking crack of dawn, maybe like 6 o'clock, 7 around, maybe 8 around. I don't know exactly. It doesn't fucking matter. We drop off Molly's friend because she needed to go to school, and then eventually Molly had to go to school herself. So I don't exactly remember where she dropped this off, but we do have to go back to the library from the first or I guess that would be the second episode. I'm guessing. I don't really fucking remember, honestly. I think it would be the second episode, but that would be really for this episode. I wanted to keep it very short because these last couple of days, really, it would be really another 48 hours until we really turn ourselves in because like I said, we go to Connor's ex's place, and after that, that would be basically a whole 24 hours until we turn ourselves in. Less than that, really, because we turned ourselves in around like fucking the afternoon time, early afternoon, maybe noonish. But anyways, though, I'm gonna leave y'all for the next episode. As always, stay safe and stay green. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all. Brofist.